Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really excited to share with you all today. I haven't done this kind of sit down vlog before, so I'm really excited for this episode. So for those of you who haven't watched some of my previous videos, please do check them out. I recently traveled to Italy with 3 other friends. It was such an amazing time. We stayed in Rome, Florence, Venice, Verona and Milan. It was amazing. It was such a great opportunity to learn about other cultures and just see how other people do things, and then also really appreciate, what we have at home, and just really how certain things we do just really make sense. So I'm going to share 5 things that we did not expect when visiting Italy. And so the first thing is just how quickly things are moving. So just really a lack of patience. And so for someone like me who takes her time with a lot of things, this was not always easy to deal with. So even when you went to the supermarket, if you're paying, you must be like this, okay? You're paying for your clothes, you gotta keep it moving, no one's waiting for you. And this was definitely something to, that I needed to adapt to. And so that was also, I think, Italian. Just something that really stood out for us. So number 2 is, listen guys, if anybody knows me, you know that I will drink my plant milk. I will have my oat milk. Usually I will have my oat milk in my warm caffeine drinks and my almond milk in my iced coffees. Now listen, I went to Italy and the coffee shops they didn't have that. They had soy milk, maybe, and that was about it. So it was really tough to navigate that. Sometimes I would just have black coffee, or other times I had the soy milk. So and also I did take a few small oat milks worth, but that was more for, or intended for, the wherever we are staying, so that I could have some milk. And the odd thing was that they didn't have it at the coffee shop, but they had it at the supermarkets. They had quite a variety in some supermarkets. So it was quite strange to me that they wouldn't have that at the coffee shop. And especially for us who's used to, we're quite spoiled for choice. So yeah, that was tough. And number 3 that kind of ties in is the coffee. So I think going in, for me, I genuinely expected some great coffee, pretty much everywhere I went, because that's sort of the idea that's created online, but that was not the case. So I was a bit disappointed, and it wasn't, I think, sure, we can probably count on one hand places where we really had decent coffee. So I remember the morning we landed at 6:30, and on my way home my dad stopped at the coffee shop and we just got some takeaway coffee, and it was just amazing, just tasting really, really good coffee, again. And having access to amazing coffee, it's something that I think we definitely take for granted. So that takes me to number 4 is mosquitoes. Now guys, when I tell you there were mosquitoes where we went, it was rough, okay? At the last destination in Milan, I left Milan with my legs full of mosquito bites and had to travel all the way from there, had a layover in Doha, and then traveled to Cape Town. With those itchy bites, it was so rough. It was it was bad. Now these are not normal mosquitoes. I don't know what those mosquitoes like having them, but they are like next level mosquitoes. Okay, like those itchy bites were massive. Okay, and like mega itchy. Okay, and traveling like that was so frustrating. When we stopped in Doha, I bought a cream to try and ease this itchiness, and my one friend was like, "Are you sure you need to be spending on this cream?" And I was like, "I need to try." I think I spent about just under 300 rand for this cream, and I was like, "I need to try this." It didn't really work that well, but I guess every bit helps, right? So yeah, that was quite tough. So if you are traveling to the places where we have been in that heat, like, please prioritize insect repellent. Take your peaceful sleep. Put the wall unit, plug in the wall unit every night. Like, just leave it on. But it's rough. So if you're anything like me and the mosquitoes love you like they love me, just please prioritize that, because it is it is not fun. Okay, and that takes me to my last point. So number 5, the cold water. Now I love ice water. I love, you know, a cold ice, a young ice. But when I tell you guys that when we went to the shop to buy water, we could hardly find water in the fridge. And when we did, it wasn't like a cold, you know, it was disappointing. So when you travel, don't expect to these places that we've been to, do not expect ice cold water. It's not there. Okay, so that was tough. So a lot of times we'd be out here drinking like pretty much room temperature water. At the water fountain, sometimes the water would be like a cold, but at some water fountains, not at all. So yeah, it was really tough. So don't have expectations to get or find like ice cold water. Okay, please. It's tough. So I think next time at least I'll know, you know, what I'm up against. And in that heat, that extreme heat, still nothing. So just be prepared. Okay, great. Thank you so much everybody for watching. This is just 5 things that we did not expect when visiting Italy, and as much as these things were, you know, not fun, they were sometimes really tough to deal with. Overall, such an amazing experience. I had the absolute best time. Had to come back and took weeks to recover. I was just so exhausted because we really had such a jam-packed time. And if you want to check out some of the amazing things we got up to in Italy, please check out my Italy vlog part 1, and I'll hopefully have part 2 up really soon. So thanks so much for watching everybody.